set a fire in our hearts, and he inspired me to believe in myself.
We build on the shoulders of the people that came before us.
Ningún hombre se ha hecho a sí mismo, eso es una fantasía.
Those people that have really shaped you, they never leave you.
When I was a student at NYU, I was lucky enough to find a great teacher. His name was Haig Manoogian, and he spoke with such passion about cinema.
En el momento que yo empecé a dirigir, conocí a Ludwig Margules, un director de teatro con el que tuve la fortuna de estudiar, y esos 3 años transformaron mi percepción de lo que era ser un director.
I was fresh from San Francisco Art Institute, came to New York. I was introduced to Lawrence Weiner.
I always knew I wanted to tell stories. Mr. Mackenzie, my biology teacher, he encouraged us to create a theater arts group.
Lawrence would challenge me. Why are you making this? What is the purpose of it? What is the purpose of art?
Me enseñó a cuestionarme siempre y a abrazar la incertidumbre como parte del proceso.
He came up to me in the hallway one day and he said, "You have unlimited potential." When you're 14 and somebody tells you you have unlimited potential, that's a really cool thing to hear.
He set a fire in our hearts, and he inspired me to believe in myself.
Y más allá de transmitir conocimiento, Ludwig me dio la confianza y sacó lo mejor de mí mismo.
All of those explorations, they live on with you. His words have stayed with me forever.
We build on the shoulders of the people that came before us, and then we have to pass on what we know to a new generation.
Don't talk, don't touch, don't walk at night, don't walk on the right, don't drink, don't think, don't smoke, don't do drugs, don't do beef, don't do junk, don't be fat, don't be thin, don't chew, don't spit. Don't swim, don't breathe, don't cry, don't bleed, don't kill, don't experiment, don't exist, don't do anything, don't fry your food, don't fry your brain. Don't sit too close to the telly, don't walk on the grass, don't put your elbows on the table, don't put your feet on the seats, don't run with scissors and don't play with fire. Don't rebel, don't smack, don't touch, don't masturbate, don't be childish, don't be old, don't be ordinary, don't be different, don't stand out, don't drop out, don't buy, don't read.
Good morning, welcome to the radio edition of the Guardian newspaper. Today we have an interesting documentary about what is happening in Ecuador, this South American country in which ancestral cultures are being brutally repressed by the police and the army for protesting, so that their ancestral territories are not repaired and that they do not proceed to mining extraction.
There's a canoe being built in Sarayaku now. The idea is to bring the canoe from Sarayaku to Paris. This canoe is going to bring the message from the Ecuadorian Amazon. When we're talking about climate change and human rights issues here, to keep the oil in the ground would solve the problem. My mother is from Sarayaku and my father is from Sweden. I grew up most of my childhood here in Sarayaku. It's my role and my obligation to build a bridge between these worlds, so that people from outside can understand our reality here. Also that people here can learn from the outside. Year 2002 was the first time the oil company came here to Sarayaku's territory. And that's when the whole thing started getting bigger and bigger, and the military came here. I was small, maybe 6 or 7 years. It was my home. I just could not understand how someone would want to destroy that.
Y ahora nuestra posición al ministro del gobierno, ante los ministerios que son responsables de esto, hemos estado planteando diplomáticamente que no vamos a permitir el ingreso de petrolera en el territorio sarayaco. Ahora en este momento ustedes empiezan a controlar todo. ¿Cuándo nosotros qué arma vamos a cargar? ¿Por qué tienen esa idea en su mente metido de las mentiras?
The first time they tried to negotiate with Sarayaku, I think they offered us like $10,000. If you just did some simple math, that was like $10 per person. And that I think that I feel so offended.
People have come to Paris to discuss the solutions to climate change. We have governments gathering, talking about false solutions, not aware that the solutions to climate change are right here. When the world governments are talking about carbon markets, putting a price on Mother Earth, we know nothing good will come of that. It's key that we are here as indigenous peoples because we are the frontline communities. And our ability to live our traditional way of life is being destroyed.
The animals and the plants and the rivers and the mountains that have life, they are life. This part of life connects with another part that is the spiritual part. There are other beings that are the protectors of the rainforest. This gives us life too, and that is why we have to protect them and this place. People in other places can still let oil companies drill for oil here, and they will not be affected within a week or a month. Here, either you defend this territory and you defend this place and you can keep on living here, or the oil companies come, and that's something that you actually see instantly. I can't grow my own food anymore. Can't drink the water anymore. The animals are dying. It's literally life or death. She's saying that everything that they are negotiating in other places that has to do with our future here is about money. And she's saying that, well, money is not life for us. Life for us is what we have here. People from outside want to teach us only Western knowledge. And she's saying that is not okay, or that is not enough, because we have to have a balance. Like, it's great that we can learn other things too, but we have to keep passing on the knowledge that we have learned from here, from the earth and from nature. Only in that way we can defend this place. We have struggled so much, and we still have our land, and the people of Sarayaku have learned a lot. And now we have very strong community, and we work together. The people of my community and other communities have the right to decide how to live. President Felix is talking about the delegation from Sarayaku that's going to Paris. Sarayaku wants to present this new proposal that we have that's called Kausaksacha, and that means the living forest. He's saying also that the Ecuadorian government is going to be there, and the Ecuadorian government wants to exploit oil here. To be able to have a living forest, you can't extract oil. You have to have a place without contamination, without mining, without polluting the rivers, without cutting down trees. We want this area to be a legal, protected area so that we can ensure the existence of our future generations.
Las personas del interior, lo único nos han llamado terroristas. Por tener estas lanzas nos han llamado terroristas. Por hablar fuerte nos han llamado y nos han tildado de terroristas. No somos terroristas, señor presidente. Señor ministro del Interior, no somos terroristas. Nosotros, los pueblos indígenas, siempre hemos tenido nuestras lanzas, porque esto nos característica, porque siempre hemos tenido para la lucha, para irnos, para sentirnos fuertes, para sentirnos que representamos. Es nuestro bastón de lucha, es nuestro bastón de mando que nuestros pueblos nos han dado, nuestras comunidades. En Pastaza, señor presidente, ya ha caído un hermano indígena, Guatatuca. Señor presidente, no culpe de terroristas. Los
¿Por qué
mismos
nos van a apresar?
señores venezolanos.
Por mostrarles que una semana sin políticos nada pasa. Pero un día, sin agricultores, las ciudades muerden el hambre. Por no aceptar que la carga racista explotadora de 5 siglos hereden nuestros hijos e hijas. Por defendernos con escudos de cartón frente a policías y militares sicarios de ricos. Por haber enviado un mensaje de dignidad a todo el país, a todo el mundo. Porque sus facciones en el espejo fraudulento de sus ojos gritan sus raíces y las niegan, porque los intelectuales, por más que rebuscan en sus libros, tesis y teorías, no logran entender que si un runa cae, 1000 llegamos.
Don't suck. Don't suck.
Democracies, or the pseudo-democracies that we are evolving into. Wars are a result of lies. The Vietnam War and the push for US involvement was a result of the Gulf of Tonkin incident. A lie. The Iraq War famously is a result of lies. Wars in Somalia are a result of lies. The Second World War and the German invasion of Poland was a result of carefully constructed lies. That is war by media. Let us ask ourselves, of the complicit media, which is the majority of the mainstream press, what is the average death count attributed to each journalist?
Cuatro actitudes que los amenazan continuamente y de las cuales tienen que defenderse. Primero, la desinformación. O sea, doy la noticia, pero doy la mitad nomás. La otra mitad no la doy. Entonces, eso va contra el derecho que tiene uno que recibe noticias de estar informado. No informar la mitad, informas mal. Esa es una de las desviaciones que ustedes tienen que cuidarse de caer en eso. Segunda es la calumnia. ¿No? Hay más calumniar gente. Y hay medios de comunicación que calumnian sin ningún problema. No, pero ¿de dónde sacó eso usted? Ah, lo vio en la televisión o lo leí en el diario. Pero eso no es, lo dice el diario. Claro, el medio de comunicación tiene tanto poder frente a las masas, a la gente, que puede calumniar impunemente. Además, ¿quién le va a hacer juicio?